Hey everybody, welcome back to Stack Snacks. I'm John Swicky, and today's show we're going to look to see if Gemini can help us browse the web. So there was a release of Gemini inside of Chrome a little while ago, but just this past week, Google kind of released an update. So let's take a look. Let's see what we can do, and let's do our thing and try to get some demos going. All right, so this is now look like the new landing page, at least new to me. Gemini Chrome is your personal AI assistant, helping you either easily understand context and get stuff done. All right. So it's always kind of in your toolbar. So this is kind of the new feature here. So Gemini Chrome can now complete tasks for you with auto browse, now available for Google AI Pro and Ultra subscribers. So I'm a Pro subscriber, so we'll test that out. Create events and even summarize YouTube videos. I think I might have been able to do that before. Okay, so we have some data controls. We like that. All right, we got some, I guess, some boilerplate stuff we can do. And then some more stuff about Chrome. All right, so it looks like some stuff about mobile. Okay, so we got some. Okay, so now we're just getting into just like generic AI stuff. So, okay. All right, so let's hit our Gemini button. Let's see what happens. All right, so immediately it kind of shares my tab. It defaults to the fast mode. We'll switch it just to auto. Well, beforehand, let's just, can you add an event to my calendar to take out the garbage today at 5? Let's just see, can you kind of act like normal Gemini in this little sidebar here? Okay, so, right, easily to add the event. That's nice and easy. Because before, I don't know if anybody remembers, but before it was this weird little pop-up here. So it's nice that it's like the sidebar of the browser. Okay, it's recent chats. You guys will need to see my Gemini history. Okay, so let's do, so now how do I get, okay, so it's pretty much like, so it knows I have something else open. Okay, so that chat is at the top of this one. Okay, all right. All right, so let's see. I'm in Amazon, so let's see. I need you to find snacks for kids, and I only want to spend $25. Can you browse and add stuff to my cart for review? Okay, what I kind of want to do is like let this task run, and then we go somewhere else and try to. Oh, okay. All right, so we got some permissions. Basically, it wants to just let it. Wants me to. Okay, so like if it makes mistakes and buys something, it's my fault. That's fair. Okay, let's. All right, we'll watch it. I did realize that I did tell it to. Okay, so it gave me. Okay, so it gave me some options. Okay. Exported to a sheet. Okay. Would you like me to add a specific combination? Use Amazon cart, or should I look for? All right, so let's do nut free and add the best result to the cart for my review. I wanted to like do something. Maybe I'm not triggering the auto. Okay, task started. That's what I wanted. Can I? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. All right. So it's going through. It's adding stuff to my cart. All right, everyone. You can see my Whole Foods cart right now. It's just snacks for my kids. Okay, so it's scrolling. Okay, so this acts, very much like some of our other AI browsers that we've looked at. If you use ChatGPT Atlas, Perplexity's Comet, taking over that screen, it's very clear that the AI is running this instance. But I mean, pretty cool. Okay, I don't want it to buy anything. So I did what I wanted to do and added it to the cart. Okay, it stopped. Okay. Okay, job done. Job done. All right. Okay, so let's get into maybe like something multi-step maybe. Okay, do new chat. Let's do new chat. Okay, so it's kind of taking the context of the page for my suggestions. So why don't we go ahead and let's go to some sports. I want to see if I can maybe like shop for tickets, maybe. How do I use Gemini Live? Okay, I can just switch tabs and onto my. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, I'm pivoting to let's try to get some work done rather than anything fun here. So we're just gonna do research on cookies. Okay, so can you browse my local? Oh no, so can you browse? Oh wait, I'm taking a trip to New York City and I want to get the best cookie. Can you do some research and add some places to this this sheet? It'd be really cool if we could see it kind of updated in the spreadsheet in real time. Okay, what I'm realizing is I'm also asking it like stuff I might know. So I might have to specifically say, let's browse Google Maps and find the latest 5-star bakeries and update the sheet. Yeah, so maybe I have to be more specific and say, please go browse. No, it's going to use the Google Maps, the Google Maps integration. Okay, let's regroup. Okay, wait, I spoke too soon. It just started doing stuff. We got Google Maps. Okay, so this is still ripping. It's getting some bakeries. Okay, well, these bakeries are moving. I got a couple other things up. All right, so we got a YouTube video. It is almost 2 hours that I did want to watch. But let's just see if we can get it to. Can you give me the 5 best takeaways from this video? Okay, so it's breaking down those things, time stamping them. So pretty cool. And I think you could do this in Gemini if you give the YouTube link to it, but it's kind of nice having it in your sidebar as well. Okay, let's do. Now I'm interested in kind of like activities where we're not leaving the browser. I mean the tab here. So wait, can you then summarize? Wait, can you write a summary? No, you write the 5 takeaways from this video and put them in a new Google Doc for me. So let's see if it can kind of talk to those different services. Okay, interesting that it's spitting up one of the browser takeover sessions. I wasn't expecting that. So it made me a new Google Doc. And it's writing those takeaways. Okay. So let's see what happens. Okay, so we got brand new Google Doc based off that video. That's kind of nice to be able to not really. I don't know if you're doing some research or you're reading something, you want to kind of send it out somewhere. I could see that being. I could see that being useful. All right, we're now getting our bakeries added to our sheet, so our research project's gonna get done. Okay. All right, Google. Okay. All right, I want to do a couple more demos. I want to see what this thing can really do. All right, so I got an old video up that I was going to rewrite the description for. So let's see if we could just kind of riff on this with Gemini in my sidebar without having that whole copy and paste stuff here. So I want you to read my description and let me know if you think you could make it better and what I should change. And we'll switch to the prompt. Let's do auto. Let's just see what Google decides to give us. Let's see if we. At first with some of these AI browsers, I was a little hesitant to use them. So I mean, I think, but I think now slowly as we kind of start to. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. It told me one of my tasks were done. Okay, let's go take a look. Okay, so it updated 2 sheets. I found it, but I am being block rendering all the data. Please complete the table in Google Sheets starting from D4 with the information I provided in the chat. Okay, so it's not. Was it me? Did I do something? No. Okay, so it kind of failed on that one, which kind of sucks because it did a bunch of research. Okay. All right. Let's take over. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. All right. So it helped me better copy. Okay. Pretty cool. And I might use this. And so let's try one. Let's do one final thing before I wrap up. I might need to be logged into things, huh? Can you go to DoorDash and find me the best Thai food near me, and then pick out a vegetarian meal? I'm not spelling this right. Vegetarian meal that you think I would like based on what you know about me. Gemini probably knows a lot about me. And then add to cart and let me know when I should review it. So I wonder too, because I should have taken the tab off as context, I think. So just one thing I noticed is in my first trial here. But it is opening up DoorDash. Let's see if he's going to ask me to log in. Okay, it will ask me to log in. All right, let me. Oh, closing the sign up pop up. All right, let me log in. We'll come back in a second. Okay, Gemini figured it out. It got in, and now it's looking for some food. All right. Okay, so it added vegetable dumplings to my cart. Little buy one get one free. Okay. Now I don't know if I'd ever use this example in real life, but I think like it kind of shows like like I was saying before. I think like AI browsers I was always a little hesitant on, right? But I think now you can kind of let them like pass off tasks and pass off things to these systems, and you can kind of work on something else. So you can kind of have these some parallel channels going up, which is interesting. Even is it doing some research for you, updating a sheet, doing some summarizations, working on a doc for you. Um, and so, and I think too, like, they definitely made Gemini way more functional in the browser. And I think it's like, yeah, I mean, it's interesting because, like, so many of us use Chrome, and if it's going to be right there, and I do pay for Google, so we all keep that in mind. I don't think this is on the free tier yet. I could see myself, using it. I think in some cases, and I think too, like I said, even some long, maybe monotonous tasks or something like that. I think one thing I feel like Google could have added to this, which would have made this a home run in my mind, is some sort of Google Keep, Google Tasks integration. They just seem to never want to work on those products. But I think kind of as a I think the co-pilot word's overused, but as a co-pilot for your work, being able to take notes and add tasks and get reminders, and even if this could start proactively hitting you with some task reminders, like, hey, don't forget about this, and hey, this meeting's starting, hey, this calendar's coming, right? So say if your notifications can kind of flood into this as you're working, I mean, that could be really cool too. But I think right now we have ChatGPT Atlas, we have Claude Code and Chrome, we've got Perplexity's Comet. So I mean, I think eventually your AI of choice, will find its way into your browser, and I think it does make certain things easier. There's a lot less like, let me copy this over, let me move this to my dock, and or try to set up this plugin. So I think having the browser integration, I see it now, and I see the value in it. But I'd say I Google's auto browser looked pretty smooth. The browse for you feature. A lot of the other services, and we haven't done too many videos on them, but a lot of the other services do get tripped up when they are doing like bulk editing tasks. So when it comes to these things, trimming them down is really the key. But yeah, let us know what you think. If you're using any AI browsers, love to know which ones and how it's working in your workflow. But yeah, leave us a comment, and We appreciate everybody stopping by and taking a little tour of this new Gemini integration. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you soon.